Hello, comrades, and welcome back to Ushanka Show. Здравствуйте, дорогие товарищи. So in today's videos, I would like to switch gears a little bit, and instead of Soviet Union, we're gonna talk about being white Russian and white Ukrainian for that matter. When I arrived to America for the very first time in 1995, one of the very first things that I learned pretty quick that hardly anyone, at least at that summer camp that I worked for inner city kids from Chicago, knew what Ukraine is and who are Ukrainians or who were Ukrainians. So pretty quick I gave up explaining about Ukraine and I just started telling everyone that I'm Russian. And later that summer, when for the very first time I went to American bar, I was introduced to white Russian. And of course, everyone thought it was so funny that this Russian guy didn't know what white Russian was. In my previous videos, number 102 and 103, where I was talking about Soviet bars and Soviet drinking habits, I already explained that we didn't really mix drinks. People just drink vodka straight. They had beer, champagne, and wine. So of course, I had no idea about white Russian, black Russian, sex on the beach, screwdriver, butt chugging, and all other fantastic inventions that was in America. And similar situation happened with me in American restaurants, because every single time when I order salad, the waitress will ask what kind of dressing you want, and I had no idea about any dressings in America. I finally learned that I like ranch dressing, but all that list they asked, well, we have blue cheese, we have ranch, we have, I can't think about any of the names of the dressings, and then I discovered you guys have here Russian dressing. So once again, I was like, how in the world did you come up with the name Russian dressing when there is no any kind of dressings in Russia for salads? We use just basic stuff. We use sour cream, we use sunflower oil, or we use mayo. That's pretty much three options for salad dressings that I remember. So for example, the popular salad called Olivier, that's where we use mayo for dressing. Cabbage salad, we use sunflower oil. And cucumber salad, use sour cream. That's your Russian dressings. Okay, so now we go to my story about white Russian in modern days. It actually turned out to be white Ukrainian. So one of my co-workers, he had exchange student a couple of years ago from Ukraine. So there was a high school girl from Ukraine, and she stayed with them for a year, going to local school. And you probably know, maybe not, that after situation with Crimea in 2014, when Russia annexed Crimea, and later on when I mean Ukrainians started having problems in eastern Ukraine, a lot of Ukrainians really don't like Russians. Like, they hate Russians. And at the same time, a lot of Russians really hate Ukrainians. So while having this exchange student from Ukraine, John, my coworker, he also enjoys white Russian. So this girl asked him not to call the drink white Russian anymore. So that's what he did. He made a drink and he posted on Facebook, and it says, white Ukrainian, dude. So one of my other coworkers posted a reply. So he copied my photo and posted under this white Ukrainian photo, and he said, no, dude, this is the real white Ukrainian. So when I was told about that exchange, I thought it was really funny. You see, I'm not a big fan of Facebook, so I don't have it on my phone because it tracks everything you do, all the pictures you take. So I delete it off my phone. So I only check Facebook maybe like once a week, or even once in 2 weeks off the computer. So that was kind of what happened with this exchange about real Russian, white Russian and real white Ukrainian. So I hope you enjoyed this story. We'll talk to you soon. До свидания. Goodbye. show you how we get water here in the village. So this is our well. We'll open the door. We got the bucket. And there's the water way down there. See that? Now do this. And the bucket goes down. Oops. Now it's full of water. Now we're giving it up. Oh. This is how you get water in Ukraine. You know. I'll be right back. I'll see you soon.
Видишь, он боится, уже начинает плюкать. Может, заламывать.
Hey, by the way, the cool merch for cool comrades is available at the Ushanka store at teespring.com. And if you love my channel and would like to show your support, please click on the link below this video and become the patron of the Ushanka Show. For as little as $1, you can help us grow and create the new, interesting videos about the life in Soviet